This is what I'm talking about. Using uh, closed hotels and other abandoned buildings to house people. Uh, Hotels, since they're already built to accommodate people, will be easier to revamp for people to live in. Other structures will just take a bit of renovations, but it's possible to create enough housing for people. We already have more than enough buildings to house all the homeless people, as well as more.
Another busload of asylum seekers arrives in the city, and now we're learning even more may arrive tomorrow. But there's concern about where they'll go. Good evening. I'm Jessica Moore. Mayor Adams says hundreds of asylum seekers have been arriving here every day, and we now know of at least 2 new locations the city will use to house them: a Midtown hotel and an abandoned school on Staten Island.
Man, imagine having to sleep on a cot with 100 other people. That would be so hard to sleep, but it definitely has to be better than sleeping somewhere where you're more likely to be killed by some gang member or some cartel member or whatever.
CBS 2's Alicia Reed has more on the mayor's plans and why some are against it.
The Roosevelt Hotel has been closed for nearly 3 years, and now Manhattan's first asylum seeker arrival center will be launched here. Asylum seekers will be provided medical, legal, humanitarian relief, and placement services. The mayor's office says later this week, 175 rooms will open for children and families and eventually increase to 850. Another housing location. Staten Island Assemblyman Sam Pirazzolo says 300 asylum seekers will be heading to the abandoned Hungerford School on Tompkins Avenue. He shared photos of cots set up inside.
Cots, they're very close together. It certainly can't be comfortable. There's a boys' room, a girls' room, 1 or 2 toilets at best. This is
1 or 2 toilets for all those people? That's not going to accommodate that many people. That's insane.
disaster.
He's concerned asylum seekers already sent to Staten Island have been stranded.
We have migrants in the Travis Hotel who've been there for 3 or 4 months now. They can't get a job because the laws aren't changed.
In Yonkers, Mayor Mike
We can easily change the laws to make it so that, if you're an asylum seeker and you actually need asylum, we can just easily give you a social security number. And we can do that for everybody. Hey, process them, see if they have um, a criminal background. If they do, we can deport them back to wherever they came from. If they don't, give them a social security number and direct them towards some services to help them learn English or services that are in the language that they speak so that they can get jobs.
Spano is gearing up for 50 to 100 asylum seekers expected to arrive on Sunday.
I could jump around, scream and yell as to why this is happening, but at the end of the day, we have people that are here that require our services.
They'll be heading to the Ramada Hotel on Tuckahoe Road. He says New York City will pay for their resources for 4 months, but a clearer conversation needs to be had.
We're going to hold those who did this without a plan accountable because they need to be able to give us the plan and the resources for which to deal with this in order for us to do the right thing.
Mayor
And those that are accountable is our government administration. This is their fault.
Adams has renewed calls for additional resources from the state and federal government. So far, New York City has opened over 140 emergency centers and 8 large-scale relief centers for 65,000 migrants. The mayor says opening this hotel also means hundreds of jobs for locals. In Midtown, Alicia Reed, CBS 2 News.